5 years ago, at the age of 40, I divorced my husband of 15 years. We were together for 20 years, we had 3 children together, and I was a stay-at-home mom for all of those years. In the past 5 years, I have hit rock bottom, and now at the age of 45, I feel and look better than I ever have in my entire life. Despite being a child of divorce, my parents have both been married 4 times each. I made a lot of my own mistakes post-divorce with my own children. But unlike my parents, I have not been married. I haven't even been in a serious relationship. And if I could give you any advice, it would be stay out of any serious relationships, especially if you have children. In my experience, blending families is romanticized and is usually much harder and horrible for the children than people talk about. When I was younger and my mom would date, I hated the men she was with. Kids are very protective of their parents and especially their mothers. No matter who the man is, they are extremely protective of their mother, especially if you have daughters. It's extremely awkward to have men in your space. Even if you're a mom and you're like, oh, he's great, we love him. It's extremely awkward to have a man come into your home who you've only known for like 1 year. I know everyone's case is different and there are some wonderful blended families out there, but in my experience, it's really bad. I've had one stepdad that I absolutely loved, but he went through hell. I hazed him for a full year before I finally came around, and now we're still like, he's always gonna be like one of my dads. I love him dearly, but I put him through the ringer enough so that I'm surprised he stuck around. If you have younger kids, I think it's easier for them because they see more people as like just a really good time. But if you have kids older than 6, it's gonna be a really hard transition. And if your number one goal is to find another partner after divorce, I think this is the wrong way to go about things. If you've been married for a long time and you find yourself starting over, the number one best thing you can do is become the best version of yourself. This is not to attract a mate. It's to show your kids that you're gonna be the very best version of you. Because chances are, if you were in a marriage that you needed to leave, or you're coming out of a long marriage, you have a lot of healing to do and you need to be by yourself. So I've been single now for 5 years, and in that time I also struggled with substance abuse problems. Like I said, my parents were married 8 times. I came from a very dysfunctional childhood, so I had a lot of healing to do. So I know I'm coming from a place of that, like a biased place, because my situation was not ideal, but I don't think a lot of divorces are. So my number one tip, if you're starting over, and I'll give more tips on career and doing that, but don't focus on finding the next love of your life. Become the love of your life. If you don't know what to do with yourself, focus on physically and mentally becoming the strongest and healthiest version of you, and everything else will fall into line. Because when you're optimized, you show up as your best self, and other people will clue you in on what they want from you. So if you're like starting over in your career, I guess I am going there. If you're starting over in your career or anything, when you show up as your best self, your gifts are going to naturally shine. You're going to start doing things that you're good at. And when you start doing those things that you're good at, people are going to want to know how you did that thing. And there's your purpose. So if you're starting over in your 30s or 40s or 50s, become the absolute best version of you. Don't go on dating apps. Don't go chasing another dude to complete you. Complete yourself. Start with you. I love you. Let me know if you have any questions. 5 years ago, at the age of 40, I...
Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Okay, here's what I want to say, guys. I don't believe this women, dog. I don't believe these women. All these women who got divorced and they're on TikTok, talking about their self-help coaches that will give you relationship advice, they're healers. I don't believe them, bro. Do you know why I don't believe them, bro? Because they all say the same stuff. They're talking about the same thing. They all know what to say, bro. They know the language, bro. They know that, work on yourself, become the best version of yourself, become the lover of yourself, a nervous system regulation, don't look for a partner, fix yourself, and all that stuff. They know those things. You know what? They heard these things from therapy. They heard these things from self books, and they also heard these things from, YouTube in general, because they're all over YouTube. They're all over social media. They're everywhere, dog. This is just performing, dog. They don't mean what they're saying, bro. And the reason why I'm saying that, bro, is because if they really did, dog, they didn't have to come on social media and tell you. They don't care about you, bro. They don't care about you. Like, they don't care, especially to the women. And this goes out to the women. They don't care about you, ladies. They don't care. All they want is your sympathy. And they also want your, your validation, your approval. Because they want to believe that they made the right decision by leaving their husbands. They want to be the hero of these stories. Listen to them. All of them, they sound the same, bro. Their tone. I've been doing this for since February, dog. I've been reacting to divorced women, who are on TikTok, who have channels on TikTok, and they're all self-help coaches. They're all healing coaches. All of them. There isn't one who's not even interested in that kind of, niche. All of them, they're interested in teaching people how to heal. And they don't care, bro. And the reason why I say that is because look at I'll give you a perfect example, right? Look at that show, The Biggest Loser, or any weight loss show. Every time they revisit those people, they're back to their old habits. They're big again. They gain weight again, right? Because it was just a show. They were doing it for a show. Anybody, dog, who really wants to do the real work, who really wants to lose weight, they wouldn't go on a show to lose weight. They don't need to go on a show to lose weight. They wouldn't apply to go on a show to lose weight. You understand? The same way, if somebody wants to heal from, a divorce and move on with life and not care about, what's going on and enjoy his life or her life, you know what I mean? And be happy by herself without needing a man or a woman, wouldn't be on social media. That's a show, bro. It's the same thing. You understand? You go and revisit the same women after 5 years, they'll be where they are right now. Nothing is going to change, bro, because they don't care, bro. They're not doing it. They're doing it for validation. They're not doing it because they want to help other women. They're doing it for validation. I don't care what you guys say. You women are lost, bro. You're lost for listening to these people. You guys are lost. You're gullible. These people are lying to you. You look at the comments, bro. In the comments. 290 comments. Women are talking about, you right, they sympathizing with them. And that's what they're looking for. They don't care. They're not here to give you advice. These are performers, bruh. I'm telling you, if you're really coming from a place of saying, you know what, I really want to heal, I really want to lose weight, you wouldn't be advertising it. You wouldn't put on a show. You wouldn't be on social media doing it. Because it's going to come from a place of pain. And you wouldn't want people to see you when you're in pain, bro. You wouldn't want people to see you when you're vulnerable. You will hide, bro. So this is not real. None of this stuff is real. Don't listen to it, guys. Don't listen to it, ladies. You listen to it, you're going to leave your husbands. You're just going to end up here. And then 5 years later, when we come back, she's been single for 5 years. She's still, 5 years ago, she was probably telling the same story. She's still singing the same song 5 years later. Come on, guys. Come on, ladies. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? How come you guys don't see the pattern and we get to see the pattern, guys? I see the pattern here. I see that every woman who's divorced on TikTok is saying the same nonsense. And you ladies are failing to see it. You're falling for the trap. They want you to be miserable because, these women are miserable. They don't care, bro. They don't care. If they really cared, bro, they wouldn't even be here, bro. Oh, they will take the initiative to go to school and study about, psychology and helping people. And not become overnight experts, just like that. And not become content creators experts. Self-help content creators. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. These are the people that I don't like on social media. I hate liars, bro. And I hate people who don't tell the truth. Who don't want to come out and tell the truth, bro. You understand? Who trying to use people who are like, who don't know anything, who are not aware of them, of their actions, to for the self gain, bro. But anyway, this is it for today. My name is RJ Godfella, and this is the RJ Godfella Chats. Now, if you like this type of content, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button as well. Peace. I'm out.